Hey Chuck, how are things going over in the war? When will you be coming home to visit? I miss you a lot. There's been a lot of things happening in Minnesota since you've been gone. Like people are running for the Minnesota gubernatorial elections. Everyone thinks that Harold Evander is going to win. I think he's the best candidate. Also, Fraser draft bills to federal money to the state.
I'm not sure when I'll be home. Hopefully soon. I want to be home before you guys get married. Things are going good over here. We just bombed North Vietnam to cut off their trail of supplies. We have been getting a lot more supplies over here. I heard that the government stepped up the amount of money they are sending over here. Everything is so different over here. Anyways, how's life back in the cities? Have you had your baby yet? Any new news on sports?
Yeah, she's due soon. I'm 8 months, and she's looking very healthy. I hope you will be back for her birth. Life is good back here. We are just waiting for you to come home. Hopefully you come home safe and sound. Sports are really exciting over here. Have you heard anything? The Green Bay Packers won the championship of what they are calling the NFL.
That's nice, Megan. I'm glad you and Jacob are doing good. How's it feeling over in the States? Does everyone support us over here? It's not what everyone thinks. They keep sending troops over here. We have thousands going through the bases. Well, that's what I've heard.
It's weird over here. There are a lot of protests against the war, but there's also other things going on here. Have you heard about the March for Equality? It's getting serious, and in Chicago it all got proved. What do you think about all the things going on?
Yeah, I've heard all about it. I think it's going to be good for this country. I heard that June Thorburn died just a little bit ago. That is very sad. It keeps us all thinking we can die at any time. If you're here in the war or just back at home getting on a plane, but you just gotta keep looking forward to the goal of getting home.
Hey Sam, it's nice to finally get to talk to you. It's been months. I've been watching the news to see how you guys have been doing over there, and I heard that you guys bombed the piss out of North Vietnam. What was the point of that? Because most of the soldiers are a threat in the south. I even heard about the tunnels that the VC are using. Who are they and what's the big deal about these tunnels? Also, how has the fighting been on there? And is there any success being made? Or not, because a lot of people and protesters are saying it's a useless war. Sorry about all the questions, I'm just curious like everyone else.
It's been a while, and don't worry about asking too much questions. It's nice just to finally talk to someone back at home. Back to your first question about the bombing raid we did. Well, that was all to cut off supply lines to the Viet Cong, which is what VC stands for. The big deal about the tunnels are that we finally found out a giant tunnel called the Iron Triangle that the VC have been using as a base and a way to transport soldiers and supplies around. We recently launched an operation in Cedar Falls, which drove the VC out of the Iron Triangle and we captured a lot of supplies. The thing is to keep capturing supplies and destroying bases and supply routes, but rarely are there actual big decisive battles. But I guess you can say there has been some successes here. There was an air battle though right over Hanoi and Haiphong, where we shot down 26 VC jets, cutting the Air Force in half. But then again, the problem isn't the VC jets, it's the snipers and the booby traps laid out all over Vietnam. I have one question for you though, which is how are things back at home going? Does it look like I will be home soon?
Yeah, MLK Jr. just gave a speech about how the war is a bunch of unneeded violence. More and more people just seem to be protesting against the war, and there has been rumors that a merge might happen with those people against the war, which we call those, and the civil rights protesters. Anyways, I hope you get home soon and safe. Bye.
Hey guys, nice to be able to talk to you. Ben and Jay have told me things are going pretty well over there. I just have a few questions that they haven't asked yet. Chuck, my question for you is it nice knowing that you're fighting for our country and fighting to help Vietnam? And Sam, my question for you is it weird having your cousin in the war with you? Or is it nice to have that person there alongside with you to talk to?
I mean, it feels good to know that I'm making a small difference in fighting to help South Vietnam and defeat the Viet Cong, because we're just trying to spread democracy, so I'm doing what I can to help our country.
But sometimes we definitely get sick of each other just because we spend so much of the day together and there really isn't anywhere to go on camp. Or we can just get our own space and spread out. But yes, it's nice most of the time because he's one of the people I can go to if I have a problem on my mind, because we've grown up together and he'll be able to understand what I'm thinking and stuff like that.
It's hard to tell when I'll be home, but I mean, I hope I can come home as soon as possible. But we have to make sure we do all we can in Vietnam and try to stop the spread of communism in South Vietnam. But I miss the U.S. But being in the war shows me how good the U.S. is. But anyways, I gotta go, Andrew. See ya.
Bye guys, hope to see you soon.